Hey, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment, and these are your three stock picks for the week ending in May 30th, 2009. The first one we're going to look at is Yahoo. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on with Yahoo. Notice how after we put in this bottom right here back in last year of November, prices have basically more or less been sideways. You know, we've been slowly creeping along the moving averages within these last couple of months, but more or less it's still in some kind of contraction, some kind of slow move higher. Now what I'm going to do is slap on this 200-day moving average, and guess what happened? Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Okay, so on Friday we managed to push through and close above this 200-day moving average. Okay, so that's pretty significant because a lot of stocks use their 200-day moving average as a pretty strong resistance or support. In this case it acted as resistance, and on Friday, like I said, we managed to push through it and close pretty high above it as well. On relatively decent volume, I mean, we got a nice spike above what's considered average volume. So Yahoo would be a pretty decent trade. I would say if you want to enter, you can definitely enter somewhere around this price. It's not that bad. As far as target long-term wise, somewhere around the 20, maybe even 1920, that would be probably the next resistance level that I would see for Yahoo. Of course, before any mergers announcement, right? So that would take the stock higher. But if none of that happens, I would say somewhere around here would be a relatively decent target. As far as stop, I would say definitely put it underneath these moving averages here. So maybe under 14 would be your initial stop for this particular stock. All right, the next one we're going to look at is Devon Energy. So once again, notice what's going on. We have a higher high consolidation, and then another high, and then another consolidation. Okay, same thing. I have this 200-day moving average here. We're just right underneath this 200-day moving average, right underneath 65. So you can see it's kind of consolidating sideways. The 20-day moving average has been acting as pretty good support right here. Okay, zoom in for you guys. Same thing, right? Pretty good support right with this gap. Gaps are always great support and resistance. In this case, it's acting as good support. So we're going to wait for some kind of breakout above this 200-day moving average, somewhere around, I would say 65 price level, okay, give or take. So it's been side trending for a while. Just wait for this breakout here. And as far as target, let's take a look at the resistance level. I would say somewhere around the 75 would probably be a relatively good resistance level. And of course, as far as stop goes, I want to say put it underneath this gap or underneath the 50-day moving average, which will bring you about maybe 56, give or take. All right, and the last one I want to look at is FIG. It's a Fortress Investment Group. So notice what happened here. We had this huge run-up. Okay, this huge run-up, you know, it's like a missile. It just shot straight up. So obviously, a lot of this buying was very emotional, very unsustainable. So that's why you had this huge sell-off because of this nice push higher by basically by greed. Nothing underneath, nothing substantial to hold that price higher, so therefore it just plummeted back down. Luckily, it fell back down towards support somewhere around the high threes previous support here, as well as this 50-day moving average. Okay, and notice how volume has picked up dramatically within this month. Okay, let me zoom in. So same thing. Notice the same theme here. 200-day moving average. Even though it traded above it, you know, it can still act as resistance right here. But notice what's going on. It's finding support with this 50-day moving average, and on Friday we managed to get some kind of push higher. Right? It's showing a little bit of sign of life right around here on Friday. So I would say as far as target, you know, since a lot of people bought around this area, okay, more than likely you're going to meet some kind of resistance around here. Okay, this is what's called the, you know, people who bought at the top, they want their money back. Okay, they want to break even. So when prices reach around this price level, I would definitely say take some profit off the table. That would be a good target to shoot for. And as far as stop, you can basically put it right underneath this previous support. I would say 3.5 would be a pretty good exit for this stock.